This video is brought to you by Klondike Bars. What would you do for one?
So what's next? Final Fantasy 9, which is actually a pretty good Final Fantasy, in my opinion. I never beat it. These are the two Final Fantasy games I never beat. The only Final Fantasy games I ever beat was Final Fantasy 4, as well as 10, and I believe 13 too, and 13. But these other like Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9, like these PS1 classic games, I couldn't beat them. I don't know why. But I would always love to start a new damn game on them. The crystal comes back. And they got the cool ass guy running away from an explosion. Then they got Princess Garnet, which is actually pretty good looking in the FMV. Yeah, this game was pretty dope, man. The gameplay was pretty fun too. Dude, man. It makes me want to play these games over again just looking at them. But I know I have too many games to play. I still got too many stuff to beat. And then also I have PlayStation Tales of Destiny. I have the PlayStation 1 Classic. That's right. Which is actually still in good condition, if you can't tell. Look at that shine. Oh my goodness. Now, I believe this was actually the first Tales game ever released in America, I could say. It may have been Tales of Fantasia, I don't know, but I know Tales of Destiny was the first localized game. And I actually got this on eBay for about 50 bucks. I was okay with it because, well, it's in great condition, and plus it was a game I never played before, and I still need to beat it. Like I said before, it's the RPG curse. I never complete RPGs like if I'm overwhelmed with another game. If I have like a couple other games left to play, I will most likely never beat an RPG like that. Alright, so Star Ocean: The Last Hope, which is a PS3 game. This game also came out for the Xbox. When I had an Xbox, I actually picked this game up as well. I thought this game was pretty cool. I liked the little concept they had between this game is actually before Mass Effect, and Mass Effect actually shares some of the same plot lines, like with the Reapers and shit taking over the world. Star Ocean: The Last Hope actually had like a similar ass plot line. I don't think many people realize that yet, but the missing procedure and shit, that shit was just like the Reapers, man. Like, people don't realize like this game shares some of the similarities to Mass Effect, but the RPG elements are completely different, and of course the characters are goofy as hell. But I love this game. I actually have 85% of the trophies of this game. The only trophy I'm missing is actually beating the game on Chaos and Universe mode, and then actually getting the last trophy for all the battle trophies, which are a pain. They're not hard to get. Some of them are, but most of them are tedious as hell to get. Now, I got this at a GameStop in Janesville, Wisconsin. It was on the 14th of February last year, or 2 years ago, 2010, and I bought it for $58.29 because I had a pre-order ready for it, I think. Alright, so on to the next game, Dead Island, a game I never beat again. Well, I actually got to the last stage, which is actually the prison level of this game. I don't know why I didn't beat it. It was actually a pretty fun game. It's just I didn't have a lot of people playing on the same schedule, and this game is not worth it to play single player, so I always wanted to play a co-op, but I guess I just couldn't find enough people to actually play with me at the same time, so I kind of just didn't beat it all the way. I got pre-owned merchandise. I sold this game. I sold Call of Duty Black Ops, and then I got the excuse me, I got Dead Island for $35.79 for selling Black Ops. As you can see, for $24.20, which actually was a pretty good deal. And Black Ops was actually the first Call of Duty game I ever played, but I'll get into that later when I start showing those other games. Oh, look at this. I have all three of the Blazblue. Where's the other one? So, I have all the Blazblue games that ever came out. Now, funny story about Blazblue Continuum Shift. Now, I actually let my ex-girlfriend borrow this game. Now this was when the tournament was supposed to happen too. She wanted to try it out or whatever. So I let her borrow the game and also let her borrow a movie with it. It was called Inception, which was a good ass movie. I let her borrow these 2 things. And then 2 weeks later, I found out she cheated on me and sold my fucking game. She sold my motherfucking game. And then I don't know what happened to Inception. I was so pissed. Because, I don't even want to go into that story, but she sold my game, people. She sold my shit. I just know, I have a 6th sense that she sold my shit. I'm so mad. Because I love this game. I had to rebuy it again for, I believe, $20. It was just like a couple of months ago I had rebought Blazblue. Because I was a beast at Blazblue, you know. And Calamity Trigger with Bang Shishigami. I don't even care who was coming at me. Arikune, Ragnar, Noel. I didn't care. That game was fun as hell. And then I got Extend Blazblue Extend, which is actually it's not even a sequel, man. It's just an upgrade that allows you to play with Makoto as well as Relius, and then I believe what's her name, Platinum, and then you also get the Wolf dude, which I forgot his name. But yeah, I mean, you can actually download them and continue them shit. So I didn't understand what was the point of getting Extend, which was another $40. I just hate when fighting games do that shit, where they fucking just cheap you out of your fucking money. They release new characters, 3 new characters, and they want you to pay $40 for the new balance changes and everything. It's a fucking ripoff, to be honest. I kind of just stopped playing Blazblue for like a year because of that, and then I picked it back up again recently. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move these games to the side here. Still got plenty to go, man. Still got plenty to go. I might have to split these videos up into 2, but Resident Evil 5, the first Resident Evil game I ever played, which I thought was pretty good. Me and my brother, this is the first game me and my brother played in the Resident Evil series. We spent at least 300 hours on here. And why? It not only was the campaign replayable as hell, they also gave you Mercenaries, which was hell of addicting, dude. Like, that game was epic as hell. Like, dude, I don't know why people thought this game was bad. Maybe in Resident Evil terms, but this game by itself, if you didn't have the Resident Evil title, it's a good game, man. I don't understand how people trip because the title is called Resident Evil. Oh, we expect to get scared. We expect all this shit from a game called Resident Evil. Come on. But I'm not gonna go into a rant. I want to see when I bought this game, because we actually, no, this copy is actually from GameStop, but we also had 2 other copies. We had got a copy of this from Blockbuster at a super cheap rate, because Blockbuster was going out of business around us. And we got this copy, or not this specific copy, but we got a copy of this for like $15, which was fucking great. But anyway, on to the next game, a game that my friend got me. A cool friend of mine actually bought me this game, Modern Warfare 2. I couldn't get into it. I'm not sure if it was because it was after its time. After I played Black Ops, I thought Black Ops was better than this. And the reason is because every time I play this game online, it's some fucking hackers, man. Like, every time I play a game, I'll go into the lobby and I'm dying instantly and shit. I'm jumping super high as hell. Like, what kind of game is this? Like, I don't want to play this fucking game. Playing this game online was just a pain in my ass, so I just kind of quit playing it because it was too many hackers. Like, how did they let that shit happen, man? Like, who the fuck hacks games in the first place? Like, stop it. Just fucking stop it. You ruining other people's fun. Like, I couldn't even play this game seriously after a while. I played it for like maybe 5 hours and I kind of gave up. I don't even play it anymore, so... On to the next game. What should we start with now? DS games, PSP games, Wii games, PS2. More PS2. Let's get the PS2 games out the way. Mega Man X. Now, Mega Man X collection. Dude, I love the Mega Man X series. This comes with all 7 Mega Man X games. Or excuse me, not all 7. The first X6 games. So it's Mega Man X all the way to X6. And 1 through 3 are my favorites. 4 was actually good. 5 was okay. 6 was what? And 7 was trash. 7 was the most trash Mega Man I ever played. Mega Man X7 is the most was the worst Mega Man game that made me lose hope in the franchise until they came out with X8, which actually was a throwback to the side-scrolling games, and actually liked X8 a lot. It was actually one of my favorite X games. X8 was actually a pretty good game. This game, I forgot what the disc is. I think it's still in the PS2, which I haven't actually played in like God knows when. But yeah, the X series is one of my favorite series of all time. Capcom screwed this series over by not putting them in Marvel. Why didn't they put X in Marvel? I still want to know why. Like, no one gave a good explanation as to why he was not in Marvel. They said one reason, I think one of the Capcom representatives said, was he didn't have a variety of movesets. You know how stupid that is? They put him in Marvel 2 and Marvel 1, and they couldn't put him in Marvel vs. Capcom 3? What the fuck? Man, he takes your moves. He steals your moves, man. If he had moveset, he had a moveset in Marvel 2, but they couldn't put him in Marvel 3. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done talking about Capcom games right now. Anyway, Rogue Galaxy. I started if you didn't know, I started a playthrough of this on my channel. It was actually the first playthrough I actually started doing, but I thought it was the most horrible playthrough at the time. Well, right now, I mean, I thought I was doing a good job, but I'm looking back at the, like, I looked at some of the videos the other day. I'm like, dude, what the hell? The quality was horrible to these videos. I want to replay this game with the upgraded quality of my mic as well as the recording device I can use. But Rogue Galaxy is a unique ass game made by Level 5. That's actually the same. I think it's being there's a game being published that's coming up in January, being published by the same people by Level 5. It's called Ni no Kuni. I plan on playing that game, and then right before I play that, I might do the full playthrough of Rogue Galaxy, which I thought is a good game. People just, it kind of flew under the radar. It's a pretty good game. The gameplay was pretty damn unique. One of the most vibrant games ever on the PS2. On the PS2 for its time, until more games came out that was more, you know, accessible to the game. When did I buy it? I think I still have the receipt to this. I do not have the receipt to it, but yeah, I do actually. I know I got this game at GameStop for $39.99. Now this game, I don't know what it was. Since it uses a dual layer disc, it doesn't work on like the original models of the PS2. I didn't know that at the time, so I actually went back and returned one of the copies and got a new one. And then that copy didn't work on my PS2, so I actually had to go out and buy another PS2 to play this game. Now, I never beat this game, but I can tell you right now, this game is great. I love this. The story was simple, but it was something I could get into. Final Fantasy 13, or excuse me, Final Fantasy 10-2. Now, I had to buy this game 3 times. The first time was the original price of $60, of course. I think it was $60. PS2 games did go for $60 back then, I believe. Now, many people were upset about this game, of how Charlie Angels like it was. I thought it was a charming game. The gameplay was pretty cool. It actually continued the story after X. I mean, it was kind of embarrassing to play in front of friends, but yeah, it was still a fun game. This game I got, now this copy is actually from eBay, which I got for like $4. I'm not sure if I have the copy of the receipt, but I got it for $4, which is actually a steal, to be honest. And I also have the strategy guide. There was no way you were getting 100% on this game without the strategy guide. So if someone was interested in this game and you wanted to complete it to 100%, you have to get the strategy guide. There's no question about it, dude. This game has a shit ton of stuff you can do, which was pretty cool. I like RPGs that give you so much content. This is one of the games this is why I like this game, because it offers a lot of content, which is why I like RPGs in general. Like shooting games like this, you get like a 5-hour campaign and that's it, and then you gotta go play online for your replay, basically. But RPGs offer so much more than that, and that's why I like RPGs a lot better. That's one of the reasons why I like RPGs a lot better than most other games.